have a div, and this div have a class call3, and another div we have class as call9. Okay, and here in that 9 column we are having a table. So we have a class table and table hover. Okay, t head and th. This is having name and price, and we are having preview, and this have a category. No need to show, just I'm defining the category. So here we don't need to show the category. Okay, next in the T body we are presenting the row, and it should repeat ng for let product of products, and in the cell we need product dot name and product dot price, and the last image. To image we can keep src. So this is a product dot photo. We are defining width is some 50 and height also 50, like this. Now this is the option we have configured, and we are presenting the data here. And at the top, so class as text primary and text center. Okay, let's keep this in the center. Now important is left side. I want a filtering panel. That filtering panel will allow me to filter only the category that I want: electronics, fashion, footwear. I want to design a filtering panel left side, and this filtering panel that I am designing left side should be displayed and available for different pages. Not only in this page, wherever I want to show the products, I want that filter panel to come. Then if you need in so many locations, then you can just create a reusable panel so that it can work for different pages. So reusable component. So how we can create a component? So let's see. Let's go to the design here, filter. Products data is there. Now we have a filter. In the filter component, this is the filter component. In the filter component dot html. This filter component dot html, we are designing a simple div, and here filter products, and here we are designing several options. Like suppose we can use drop downs, radios, and checkboxes and all this. I'm just creating a simple unordered list. So list item. So here I'm giving input type is equal to radio. Suppose I'm defining a radio list item. Okay. Input type radio. And this is for electronics. You can use drop downs, radios, list box, anything you want. You can configure from there. Right? So technically here, I want, suppose better, I will keep a drop down like here. So I'm defining a drop down like here. So select. So let's keep a div here and a class as form group. Okay. And a label as of select. Here choose category. In that we have a select. The select is having a class as form control. In that we have an option. In this option, so we have several options we are displaying here. So this is electronics. Another option, so footwear. So we have another option like fashion, and here another option like all. We are configuring that. Now option, these are the options we defined. Now this is a simple design. I want to use this in this component. That means I will go to the products data component. In the products data component, in the left column, I am adding the component app filter. You know how to access a component in another component, app filter, and that filter component will come here. So left side, you can see the filter component is available. So in any page where you want to filter the products, you can inject this component. But here important is, so we have two different components now actually. So filter products is a separate component, data is separate component. Now from this component, products data component, we need to transport data here. When user is selecting, that value should be passed here. That means we need to transport data from one location to another. For example, how you can pass data from this data component to filter component. Data component is parent and filter component is child. That is the current hierarchy. Now we need to pass the data. That means here the point is how it is going to work actually is we need to pass the details of this into this component. And when user selects any category name, that should be passed into this component. So that means the information about this is the parent, and this is the child. So we need to manage navigation between them and transporting of data. So then what we are doing here is, if child component have to accept data coming from parent component, it should have some properties. So let's design those properties. That means go to the filter component. In the filter component, we are creating some properties. This is the filter component. In the filter component, we are creating some properties that will collect the data, like public, all count. I'm just giving as all count. It is empty. And public electronics count. Okay. And public footwear count. Okay. And we have fashion count. These are the properties. But already we learned in the last session, the properties that you defined here are not accessible outside this. Then we have to mark this. we have to mark this with input.